What is up, my friends? We are going to be doing a sealed Duskmourn House of Horror draft here. It's $25 to enter in gems, and we're going to try and win some booster boxes. So let's hope we open something nice. Wish me luck. Field is a bit of a crapshoot sometimes. Okay. We got ourselves a Hauntwood Shrieker, which is a very nice mythic rare. The Dollmaker shop is actually really nice. So in terms of what we've opened so far, not very good. We have a Hauntwoods and a Dollmaker and maybe a Kaido. So kind of in every single color. Not a good open. But the uncommons are where it's at, so let's see what we've got. We've got two Optimistic Scavengers, makes me very happy. Survivor, Sheltered. White is looking incredible. 2 grand entryways, Fear of Abduction. Dollmaker shop is nuts. This is going to be really good together. So we're almost certainly going to play white. Blue, we've got Unable to Scream, Paranormal Analysts, Surveyors. That's pretty much it for blue. So blue is not happening. Black, we've got Fears, Final Vengeance, Intervention, Murders, Torment. Crypt could be okay. Live or Die. So black is pretty good with the removal. We've got Live or Die, Murder, Wither, Intervention, Final Vengeance. So we're almost certainly going to play black as well. Our deck might just be white-black without even looking at anything else. Obviously we're going to. We got the Clockwork Percussionist here, and a Dragonfire, and a Glassworks. Red is pretty shallow. That's about it. Green, we've got Cathartic Parting, Flesh Burrower, Manifest Dread, Break Down the Door, Manifest Dread. These are decent. The Shrieker is great. But green's pretty shallow, too. In dual color, we've got Bright and Shroud Stomper. Fear of Infinity and Kaido are good. Growing Dread, if we were going to play blue. Beatdown, we're not in red. We have a Terramorph for fixing. And Neglected Manor. 2 Neglected Manors. It seems like the deck just wants me to be green-white here. And we're done. Just kidding. All right, let's take a peek now that we are definitely going to be black-white, almost certainly. See what we're passing up. This could make the cut. We have the Doll Shop. Wants us to get wide. Grand Entryway, get wide. The Optimistic Scavengers with all the enchantments. We have 9 enchantments. That makes me like the Amalgam. The Lost Teeth are enchantments. The Goat allows us to discard, so if we draw the Shroud Stomper, we can toss it. We have Final Vengeance, Sheltered by Ghost, Winter's Intervention, Withering Torment, 2 Murder, and a Live or Die. Our top end is really nice, too. I think I'm going to keep both of the top end cards because we don't really have many creatures. Actually, a little bit sketchy how few creatures we have, but the Doll Shop creates 1/1s if we play creatures, non-toy creatures, which is almost all of our creatures, except for, ironically, we do have 1, or only 2 drop. But the Grand Entryways are also kind of 2 drops, thankfully. Otherwise, we just have no 2 drops. We have a lot of 1 drops, so I'm okay with the fact that we are low on 2 drops. We also have like Shelter by Ghosts, Intervention. I would probably cut the Intervention if we had more 2 drops, but the fact that we're lacking so many plays on turn 2 is a little bit concerning. So in case we're going to get run over, I think we do keep the Intervention, although we have a lot of removal, so that's still kind of on my chopping block. We have Right, Emerge, and Live or Die to get things back. I don't think we need all 3. I think that's extremely greedy. I think Emerge is by far the worst, so I'm going to cut that immediately. We only have 1 way to discard things, and that's the Goat. So it's not like it's going to be super easy. We have the Unsettling Twins with the Manifest Dread to get some stuff in the graveyard. Other than that, though, it's not going to be easy to get too many things in there unless they die. So we need to make 2 more cuts. I do like 2 power creatures with the Split Skin Doll, and that means the Hardened Escort, but I do think the Hardened Escort is my worst creature. Being said, we only have 13, kind of 14, 15 creatures. Just get something back, but you have to have something die first, which means you need creatures. The Crypt could go. Again, we have a few ways to bring things back, but is this fast enough? I mean, the 1-mana Cadaver Lab is just great. You could just bring back a Split Skin Doll or something and draw an extra card. Hard to cut that. The Fear of Lost Teeth are not that good in my deck. They're good with, like, the Fear of Abduction. We need something to sack. They're good with the Scavenger because it pumps. We're good with the Split Skin Doll. We have 1 Final Vengeance. So they're okay, but I mean, imagine an opening hand where you just have, like, 2 Fear of Lost Teeth and a Veteran Survivor. Like, we're probably just going to get run over. I mean, Sealed is slower, and our deck kind of leans to be a little bit fast, almost too fast, and then also slow. So our deck is kind of split down the middle here. Alright, so Escort is definitely going to get cut. I only like it because of the Split Skin Doll, and that's not a good enough reason to keep it. I mean, slapping some counters on it would be pretty nice. I want to keep the Ghost because it's my only flyer outside of the Fear of Abduction. We do have the double Neglected Manor and a Terramorph. We could cut a land. Play 16 lands with a 7-drop in the deck. Do 9 enchantments. I think we cut the Amalgam. That means turn 3 we're always going to be removing something, hopefully, or maybe dropping a 1 and a 2-drop. Man, we're going to dump our hand pretty quick. We'll definitely have to get some value with the Cadaver Lab here. I would prefer the Escort over the Ghost, I think. The cheaper 2 with the Split Skin, and it's a 3-drop instead of whatever this is. Kind of smoothes out our curve a tiny bit here. I can imagine a world where we put like 1 counter on it. It becomes really hard to block itself. It makes something else indestructible. And then we have lots of instant speed interaction with the Murders, the Winter's Intervention, Live or Die. Maybe we do want to run the Fear of the Dark. And then drop a Lost Teeth. We go 1, 2... No, I think I'd lose a Survivor. Alright, let's lose a Survivor and go Fear of the Dark. It makes our Goat better. Still an enchantment. Makes our enchantment stuff better. Something we can bring back besides these 2. The more I think about it, I don't like the Escort. I think I'm going to run the Amalgam instead. It's an enchantment. It's got Flash. It's got Surveil. Surveil can dump something into the graveyard. I like that. Do you want to run the Survivor? I feel like we need to always be dropping something on turn 1 in this deck. 12-13. Even split. Let's do it. Oh boy. That's fun. Holy smokes. Are you kidding me? Did I forget to put the planes in this deck or something? What is happening? I'm not going to go down to 5 cards. We have Intervention on turn 2, and then if we find any land, we have Murder on turn 3. I'm going to pitch the Final Vengeance, even though it's good removal. We don't have anything to sack right now. Oh my god, please give me a plane. Are you kidding me? Okay. Would have been nice for turn 1, but I won't complain too much. So we get this in first. Yeah, see, now we have to be less mana efficient, I guess. This is just ugly, but I'm going to do it. Now if he plays a 1-1, and that's it, we can still pump this and swing. If he glass works it, so be it. Okay. I mean, we have no reason not to run this out, but it's not doing anything, so not good. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Oh, this game hates me, confirmed. Okay. Oh, glad we held up murder here. Are you kidding me, man? Our deck is actually ridiculously good, too. This sucks. Okay. Not good enough to beat 2 balustrade worms. Jesus. Playing 3 colors, too. Like, and he just curved out perfectly into 2 worms. I don't really know what else I can do here. Okay. So we're just going to have to win 6 straight games now. That will be very unfortunate. I think our deck is really good. Yeah, we're probably just dead to the Shattered Yard. Sheltered Ghosts does give lifelink to a creature, but what creature? I got nothing. There's a creature. Oh boy. Well. He has removal for it. If it's a Dragonfire, too, we don't even get the... Okay, or that. Okay. This is about to be the shortest video I've ever uploaded. $25 well spent. Okay, we've got all of our colors. We get to go first. Let's go. We have an enchantment for turn 2. I don't want to draw this. Can't run it out yet. I think we're forced to put it on the Fear of Lost Teeth. Gotta spread out the value here. Dragonfire? Efface Gallery. Okay, now we're just flooding again. Like, what is happening? This is very upsetting. I don't think we run 16 lands in this deck. I think we're just getting very unlucky. Alright, Doll is a good draw. That is interesting. That is very interesting. Do we put this on the Scavenger or the Lost Teeth? I'm going to put it on the Lost Teeth. I'm going to kind of go all in on one creature here. That can certainly come back to bite us. But it's got lifelink. The more we pump one creature, the bigger the life swing. He could have Scorched, but he didn't have it before, so I don't think he has it now, but he could. Even if he does, he doesn't get anything back because we popped a token with it, so it's pretty nice. course he's got the Scorching. Okay, but that's his whole turn. He still gets a smack for 3. And that is a beautiful hit. Let's go. Okay, next turn we can open up the gallery, and then we have... We'll get a toy. Assuming he doesn't kill anything. We'll get a toy, we'll be 4 wide, everything will be a 4/4. That's fine. Meat Locker taps down the doll. But we're still going to have 2 things swinging as 4/4s. This is a scary deck to mill. You don't want to put something really good. Of course we hit a land. Alright. Unlocker. Let's put this on here. He's going to have to block. We get wider. Very large. Lots of damage cooking here. Okay. Jeez. Now that's the way the deck's supposed to work. Do we cut a land? I'm going to run 16 lands. Add in the Survivor here. Might feel reactionary to make that change just because we kept flooding, but our deck is all small drops, except now we have 2 of our top end cards. We can cast 2 of our things. We're going first here. Two drop here or a 1-drop off the top. Let's go. Not a very relevant 1-drop right now, but we do have 10. Wow. Floats all of his mana, and all we get is removal spells. Okay. Good news is we have murder open here, so if he finally does decide to do something, definitely going to murder it. Wow. On 3 colors, too. Oh, boy. And it begins. Okay, we got to add land back into this deck. Let's beef it up. I've seen exactly 1 person do this before. Just play out Sheltered Ghosts here and not hit anything. I could hit the Glassworks, but I actually don't know what happens if he gets it back. I assume both doors are locked. Just to do 1 extra point of damage here. I don't think it's worth it. Do we exile that? I'll go for it. I don't think it's going to be relevant either way. I don't think this is ever getting 3 cards underneath it. And I also don't think we're going to bring back our Optimistic Scavenger. We're going to pay 5 mana to bring back. Obviously, we have 1 card to get it back with. Really annoying. We're going to murder that. So if we Shelter by Ghost, but he top decks a land or has a land. And now, of course, we hit the Cadaver Lab. That was the 1 card that could bring back the... Yeah, so if we go Sheltered, we get a 2nd card under his belt. But if he hits a land, he kills it. If he doesn't hit a land, and we can get a 3rd swing in with this thing... Suddenly it becomes extremely relevant here. I'm going to go for it. We have nothing else to do right now. Which doesn't necessarily mean that that's a good thing to do, but... Opponent is down to 10 health. Almost half my deck is land at this point. We're due. Has the land and the Glassworks. We knew we had the Glassworks, but still his whole turn. He gets back a Ragged Playmate. It's fine. Man, this really sucks. Big yikes. Found every single one of our expensive cards in the deck. Literally all of them except for the Shroud Stomper. So now we're naturally going to top deck a Shroud Stomper here. We're just going to lose because we can't draw land. Hey. Okay. Unfortunately, that's not super helpful. We need a 5th land. I'm going to go ahead and defile the Crypt here. Now when we use like Live or Die to potentially bring something back, we get an additional 2/2. Which means you could pay 5 to bring back something smaller and still feel okay about it. Not sure if we're going to survive to see the day, though. We do need to hit that 5th land pretty quick here. Big 5/5 blocker would be very nice. Extremely aggressive for my opponent. Could kill the Playmate. I'm just gonna eat the damage here. Okay. It's a race. That is not helpful. Yikes. Don't love this. All right. Fifth land, or we're going home early here. I don't regret taking out the land. I mean, we're 50% to hit every single turn, and we're just missing. Technically 46%. Still double block the specialist here. Okay. We hit a land. Still not very good if we hit a land, huh? I think we're in huge trouble. Okay. Just still nothing to bring back. I mean, we can just play out a 5/5 here. He counters this, we're dead. We eat 6. I think we're dead. Jeez. Welp, there goes our first bullet. That's extremely depressing. I think our deck was actually really, really good. We were obviously lacking 2 drops. Couldn't draw very well, that's for sure. Yikes, 1 win with this deck. I mean, I think this deck was way, 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 way better than 1 win. Yeah, we just drew so poorly. First game, I had the mulligan twice and only get 2 or mulligan our second hand, I should say, was also just 2 swamps. And then we only drew plains. I don't know. Yeah, pretty upsetting. I think this deck was definitely way better, but $25 down the drain. On to the next one. Thanks for watching this one. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and follow along as I torture myself.